Didn't know it was more of y'all out here like this.
Now in this video, this man is asking why do, women not want to be called females? And he didn't know there was more of them out there. Now there's some women that don't care about being called a female, but then there's some of us that are like, let's not do that, right? In natural conversation, I don't call men males, I call them men. I'm gonna give you my reasoning behind why I'd like to be called a woman and not a female. But mind you, this reasoning isn't it for everybody. And if I encounter you in like on social media, whatever, I don't give a damn what you call me. But in real life, I do check men and I do let them know, hey, refer to me as a woman or a lady. Okay, thank you. In the family and the household I grew up in, I typically was referred to as a young lady or young woman. I've never been called a female in my lifetime by anybody that, had precedent in my life. I honestly didn't get called a female or referenced in that way until I went to college, and it was just very like weird. But in this household I grew up in, we learned about history often, and mine particularly was Black history. One thing I consistently noted throughout the text and all the things I came across was that they would refer to Black people as males and females, boys and girls, but they didn't call them men and women, right? Especially like when they were getting ready to sell them off or whatever, it was a female, it was a man. Another thing I had pieced in my mind at that time was that Black men and Black women were not seen as men and women, which is why you have the I Am a Man March saying that, hey, I should be afforded the same decency of anybody else doing a job. But because they don't see, Black people as people, they just see them as, whatever, to do whatever jobs. They don't give them dignity in the situation. Long story short, it's because when you call somebody a female, I feel like you're taking away their humanity. For me personally, anything can be a male or a female, but a human is only seen as a man or a woman. I don't call men males. I don't call women females. I call men and women. Even if we go to like take digs and we call them boys and girls or whatever, cool. But I'm not about to call you a male, because at that point, I'm degrading you to less than human in my brain, in my own book. And that's just how I reason with that. Don't get me wrong, I understand that people come from different environments and upbringings than me, and they refer to each other as, males and females or whatever it is, and whatever floats your boat. But honestly, the only time I've ever heard somebody refer to a female, it's a dig. Like they about to say something wild and outlandish following shortly.